What's going on, folks? This is Coach Marcus, Pro Fan Talk. I wanted to do a quick follow-up. We've got some breaking news on Ashlyn Watkins. This came out today at about 6:20 p.m. This is from the state newspaper down in South Carolina. And it says, South Carolina's Ashlyn Watkins still suspended from team activities. Here's what we know. So what I had just seen was that she was reinstated. The suspension was lifted. There was a story that read that her father, via Facebook, put a post out that said suspension was lifted 100%. But this story comes out that says she's still suspended from team activities. So what that tells me is that officially she's kind of out of trouble with the law based on what they've seen. But I think Dawn Staley is still going to go forward with the team suspension. Let's get everything settled 100% before we bring you back so we don't have no surprises. Being cautious as she should be. But I'm going to read you a little bit of this story because you see some more information down below. This is talking about her father. Watkins' father, Vancito Watkins, made a Facebook post Wednesday night saying USC suspension lifted, y'all, with two 100 emojis and two praying hands emojis. Vancito's post has since been deleted, and he did not respond to a Facebook message asking for clarification. The state has been unable to reach Watkins' attorney, State Representative Todd Rutherford. Watkins was a member of South Carolina, blah, 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 blah. Let me see what I say. Warrant said that Watkins assaulted the victim forcefully, grabbing her face, pulling her by the arms, and pushing her. She also allegedly picked the victim up against her will and carried her away, grabbed her head and forced her to walk down the hall and prevented her from leaving. The warrant also said the victim eventually got away, pulled the fire alarm. Police and fire personnel responded and treated the victim for her injuries, which were not life-threatening. According to the police incident report, the South Carolina police officer responded to Lincoln Street just before 3 a.m. Saturday for a fire alarm and saw a group of individuals running towards the parking garage. The officer also heard someone screaming for help. According to the report, the officer saw a person leaning over the ledge on the third level of the garage yelling for help and another person holding her back. The victim was visibly upset. According to the report, she told police she had gotten into an argument with Watkins and was attempting to get away from her. The victim said she had driven to 650 Lincoln to see her best friend and pointed to Watkins. Later, the victim was on the second floor helping a sick friend, she told police. Watkins returned and confronted her because she believed the victim was cheating on her, the victim told police. What did I tell you about? This was a boyfriend, girlfriend, trying to holler at a girl type thing. While the victim initially told police several times that Watkins hit her, she later said that Watkins did not hit her, according to the report. Watkins told police she went looking for the victim, who she described to police as her girlfriend, on the second floor to take her to the car on the fourth floor of the parking garage. According to the police report, Watkins admitted to grabbing her and walking outside. The two then returned to Watkins' room to let her dog out. While letting out her dog, Watkins said the victim began to run through the parking garage and lifted herself up onto the ledge. Watkins told police she wrapped both her arms around the victim because she believed she was going to jump off. So now it sounds like there was either alcohol or drugs related. EMS and police spoke to all parties and determined that the victim was not suicidal, according to the report. $30,000 personal recognizance bond, blah, blah, blah. There has been an initial court appearance for October 25th. So they got a ways to get their story straight. We believe once everybody has a full grasp of what happened, this will end up being a misunderstanding, Watkins' attorney Todd Rutherford told WLTX. What we know for certain is that Ashlyn did not assault anyone and she did not kidnap anyone. So based on the accounts of the alleged victim, there was no assault. It sounds like somebody may have had something to drink, or they were so distraught they was doing stupid stuff. People do this stuff all the time. But you already know it sounds like Ashlyn Watkins came to see the girl and maybe she was with somebody else, or, something to that effect. Something to that effect. If Ashlyn Watkins is calling her girlfriend, you already know what it is. But it's a shame that when people get in these relationships, and this is interesting that you see it with two women, because usually it's a female either making something up after they get caught in the mix, and the police get involved, and it's going to get hot and heavy. So, like I said in the my last video about this situation, I was hoping that it wasn't true, and I said it. I hope that I was wrong. And it seems like, based on this report, that we may have been wrong, and this could be a situation where the victim was making stuff up. Alleged victim. You can't even call her a victim no more. So we'll wait to see, but the suspension was lifted. She's still suspended from team activities, and she might be suspended until her court date. I don't know. You got a long way away until basketball season start again. I'm sure they're practicing and things of that nature, but that will be in the news before. But based on this report, it looks like Ashlyn Watkins may be in the clear, but more information to come. Stay tuned.